Welcome to the Warp. I'm Jack Reda. I'm the designer of Cosmic Odyssey, the 7th expansion for Cosmic Encounter. Cosmic Odyssey is basically 3 expansions in one. One is the new stuff, so there's 30 new aliens. There's 3 new variants, the Evolutions, Lux, and Moons. The second part is the expansion of the previous expansions, so new tech, new hazards, new space stations, etc. And the third part is the Cosmic Campaign. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Cosmic Campaign. I'm going to be focusing on these, which are the Envoy cards. Now, the Envoy cards represent different aliens that you can get to help you. And these are not Cosmic Encounter aliens per se. They're actually aliens from Cosmic Encounter Duel. And Cosmic Encounter Duel is the 2-player version of Cosmic Encounter that was designed by Future Pastimes, published by Fantasy Flight Games. And in that game, the alien sheets look like this. So here we have Krabby and we have Intelligent Mineral. It explains what the aliens do and their history. That game also has its own envoys. So these are aliens that you can get in Cosmic Encounter Duel to help you out. And these aliens are actually aliens from Cosmic Encounter. So Cudgel is a base alien, so is Fodder. Fodder is actually an alien that I designed for the base game. Here we have Grumpus, who is an alien that appeared in Cosmic Storm, and an alternate version of it is in Cosmic Odyssey. Likewise, Masochist, a base alien that's also been altered for Cosmic Odyssey. So here we've got the envoys from Cosmic Odyssey, and you can see they're familiar looking there. We've got Krabby and Intelligent Mineral. So the effects on these are not exactly like the ones from Cosmic Encounter Duel, just as the envoys in Cosmic Encounter Duel aren't exactly like the original aliens from Cosmic Encounter, but they're pretty close. They're evocative of each other's effects. And the way that the envoys work in Cosmic Odyssey is in the campaign. At the end of the game, each player is going to gain prizes, essentially. They're called rewards in the rule book, but they're not rewards like you get rewards from the reward deck, so let's call them prizes for now. Different prizes that are given out to players based on how well they did in a given game. So it's a ranking. So the first place player will get something. They're going to get the master card, which I'll talk about in another video. Second place gets something, and the third place player gets a random envoy. And they get this, and basically you play it down next to your alien sheet, and it's like having another mini alien. It tells you when to use it, explains its effect, and has a little history as well. And these histories are close to the histories on here. So let's look at the history for Krabby in Cosmic Encounter Duel. The Krabby are almost as salty from unsatisfactory trades as they are about being covered in sodium chloride. So that's that. It's probably the same here. So let's see. The Krabbies are often salty from unsatisfactory trades and are almost always covered in sodium chloride. So very similar. Some of these I kept pretty close, and some of them I played around with a little bit. But the effects, so you won't, unless you know Cosmic Encounter Duel, but the effect on Krabby is they have the ability to pinch. Before plans are chosen, if each player has at least 2 cards in their hand, you must look at 2 random cards from your opponent's hand, set those cards aside, give your opponent 2 cards from your hand, then take the set-aside cards into yours. And Krabby, the envoy in Cosmic Encounter Odyssey, as a main player, before encounter cards are selected, if both main players have at least 2 cards in hand, you may use this power. Take 2 cards at random from your opponent and set them aside face down. Give that player 2 cards of your choice from your hand, then add the set-aside cards to your hand. So it's the same effect. And where the effects could be the same, I did keep them the same. Cosmic Encounter Duel, while very similar to Cosmic Encounter, is also quite a bit different. So not everything translates perfectly, but the aliens that I picked out from Cosmic Encounter Duel are the ones that I could most easily translate to effects that would work in Cosmic Encounter. And again, in some cases, it's not exact. It's inspired by the original, but it was a lot of fun to add these in there. And I loved how the envoys in Duel were the aliens from classic Cosmic Encounter, and they're making a guest appearance here. And the theme for Cosmic Odyssey, of course, is that you are traveling through space and time, through a multiverse of different cosmic encounters. It was a way for us to acknowledge the previous editions, to connect to them, and to create Easter eggs. And I thought it would be great to be able to have envoys in this game that were the aliens from the other game. So I was really happy with Fantasy Flight. Thought that was a good idea. They ran with it, and I like how these cards turned out. It lets them repurpose that art and bring it in there. It's even more whimsical. But again, these guys are coming in from a parallel universe. It's kind of like the Spider-Man animated movie with the spider pig. Forgive me for not knowing his actual name. So I'm going to read off a couple more effects on here. So the Intelligent Mineral. As a main player, after encounter cards are selected, but before they are revealed, you may use this power to guess a number from 1 to 9. If your opponent reveals an attack card that has that number as a digit, add 9 to your total. So that can be a big deal. Musician, as a main player, after you win an encounter, use this power to either draw cards from the deck until you have a hand of 8 cards, or to discard down to 4 cards of your choice. So that's kind of an interesting effect there with the Musician. The Preservationist, once per encounter, after another player discards a card, you may use this power to force them to return the card to their hand. Sometimes it's not going to be a very big deal, but when somebody's getting down to the dregs of their hand and is looking forward to drawing a new hand, Preservationist can really make their life hell. Prime is kind of a fun, simple, silly one. As a main player or ally, during the reveal phase, when you play or reveal a card with a prime number, use this power to double its value for encounter totals. And then they cleverly included a list of prime numbers as part of its history. Yes, the holy nature of certain numbers empower prime to preserve as well as triumph. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc., etc. So you've got a nice little reference there. The Roller. As a main player or ally, after encounter cards are selected, but before they are revealed, you may use this power. If you do, opposing allies that wish to play in reinforcement cards must do so now and cannot play reinforcement cards after cards are revealed. So you force those people to play the reinforcements that they wanted to play before they know that they need to. And so that one, of course, is fairly different from the original because... yeah, it's quite a bit different there. Here, Swarm is a good one. And here's what it looks like there. So Swarm, as a main player, after encounter cards are revealed, uses power. Each opposing player who has at least as many foreign colonies as you does not add their ships to encounter totals. Each of your allies' ships is worth double towards encounter totals if that ally does not have more foreign colonies than you. So if the better you are doing or the worse you are doing, it can impact everybody else. So that's how these works. It's just a fun way to add a little bit. It's kind of like a mini double alien game when you've got your envoy in there. But these are aliens that most of the players are not used to seeing. So it's a fun little extra bit in there. So I like the envoys. I think it's a fun thing to add into the campaign. And it's one of the reasons why I really like how this campaign has shaped up. So I'll be talking about the campaign more in other videos, but just wanted to cover those envoys right now. Let me know what you think of them and what else you want to know about the campaign. Thanks for watching.